abuse is okay. It's unacceptable levels of abuse that is not okay. Got it. We'd like to know, Mr. Speaker, why this minister thinks that compelling the production of documents is a good idea, and yet the minister responsible for the Unfair Elections Act refuses to give the Commissioner of Canada's Elections the power to compel the production of documents, the power to compel testimony by witnesses on a court order. This is not something that would be aleatory or discretionary. That exists under the Competition Act. Why won't he give that power to ensure that Canada's elections are honest?
Hear, hear.
The Honourable Minister of Democratic Reform.
The Commissioner of Canada Elections already has the power to compel documents on court order.
Hear, hear. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
It is not true, Mr. Speaker, that Elections Canada's Commissioner has the power to compel production of documents and compel the testimony of witnesses to a commissioner. He knows that that's false. But let's ask him another question. He says now that he's showing openness because he will allow Elections Canada to have advertising directed at elementary school students and high school students. It's always good to inform people about their civic obligations, but unfortunately, elementary school students and high school students don't vote. They're not of age. Why won't he allow advertising by Elections Canada to encourage people to vote?
Hear, hear.
The Honourable Minister of Democratic Reform.
Mr. Speaker, the member is quite wrong on the issue of production of documents. The Commissioner merely has to submit something called an information to obtain affidavit to a court, and a judge can grant him access to any documentation that he seeks from anyone from whom he seeks it. That power exists. It is well documented, and it has been done on many occasions. So I don't know why the member doesn't know that. He should have known it after all of the time he spent making the false allegations with regards to the robocall investigation. Now would be a good time for him to stand and apologize for those allegations.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Elections Canada, the Commissioner does not have the power to compel witnesses to testify to an investigator. That's the case. The federal court has ruled, after hearing all the evidence, that in the robocalls case, the thousands of illegal robocalls were indeed made using the Conservative Party database. That's proven. That's a decision of the courts.
The Honourable Minister of Democratic Reform.
I didn't hear a question, Mr. Speaker, but perhaps he wasn't watching the news last week when the Commissioner, after conducting an extremely thorough investigation, could find no such evidence. In fact, Mr. Speaker, there is not a single person in all of Canada who we found was deprived of their vote by an illegal robocall. All of the false allegations that the member across the way has been making for so many years now have been proven completely bogus, and he should do the honourable thing, rise now and apologize.
The Honourable Member